And now let's meet our starting lineups in alternating fashion. This game will feature the Comets of Rapid City Christian and the Orioles of Lennox. For the Comets, a 5'11" senior guard, number 10, Simon Kiefer. For the Orioles, a 6'4" senior guard, number 1, Leighton Smith. For the Comets, a 5'10" senior guard, number 11, Aiden Roberts. For the Orioles, a 6'3" senior guard, number 4, Boston Katzer. For the Comets, a 5'10" senior guard, number 12, Benson Kiefer. For the Orioles, a 5'10" sophomore guard, number 13, Aiden Hansen. For the Comets, a 6'1" senior guard, number 14, Wes Schlaba. For the Orioles, a 6'3" junior guard, number 24, Tate Gertis. And for the Comets, a 6'5" senior forward, number 22, Julius Frog. For the Orioles, a 6'5" junior forward, number 25, Tegan Musser. The Comets are led by head coach Kyle Courtney, assistant coaches Adam Courtney, Joe Kiefer, Rado DeBona, Lou Hoyt, Doug Schlabach, and Waden Wisma. The Orioles are led by head coach Jacob Henker, assistant coaches Trey Manitz, Kyle Johnson, and Jared Belastuin. Your officials, Nick Amon, Nick Gottlob, and Corey Edson. Today's lineups brought to you by proud partner, Channel C. All right, students, are you ready? Rapid City Christian students, are you ready?
We are ready here on South Dakota Public Broadcasting. Time for our third place game here on Saturday night. Denny Sanford Premier Center, your Class A boys basketball location all weekend long. We're down to the final 2 games from this 3-day tournament. Right now it's Lennox in the home whites with the orange letters, numbers in black trim, ready to tip it off, and the Comets will take the tip. They'll be wearing their dark blue uniforms today with the gold letters, numbers, and trim. The Comets will start things up, run their offense much like we've seen all tournament long, straight through the fingertips of number 12, Benson Kiefer, the 5'10" senior. It's been the heart and soul of this offense here over the first 2 days of this tournament.
Right away, man-to-man for the Orioles.
Kick out, it's going to go near half court. They do keep it alive, still 10 on the shot clock. Comets will have to hurry, though. There's Kiefer, top of the key, sizing everybody up, now driving, stepping back, his 3 on the way. Nope, off the backside of the iron. Quickly up ahead they go. Aiden Hansen going in. That one contested. It's going to be offensive. A charging call on Aiden Hansen, and we're going the other way.
Great defensive stand there by the Comets to take the charge with the guy going in full motion. And, you know, I remember hearing a radio interview with a referee a number of years ago. It might have been Colin Capitan, and he was asked, what's charging? Is that a tough call, easy call? He says that's the easiest call for referees generally to make.
3 from the right side, no. Rebounded Leighton Smith, the 6'4" senior, got it up ahead. Katzer had his pass tipped away. It's still loose. Now Katzer comes away with it, and he'll smartly bring it back out. That pass tipped. Comets with Kiefer up ahead. No, he ran out of real estate there and just slipped. Simon Kiefer. Now going the other way, Tate Gertis, no, got his own rebound. Gertis, the up and under, and puts it in. Our first points in the third place game.
Gertis so creative using that pivot foot, buying him some real estate and getting the angle where he could make that reverse layup.
Right wing 3, no. Offensive rebound for Rapid City Christian. Now the left wing 3 is good, and there he is, Benson Kiefer, one of the top individual performers at this tournament over the first 2 days. And the shot on the other end in transition, lightning quick, and a bucket down low for Lennox. It's Tegan Musser with a chance at a 3-point play.
Simon Kiefer, the foul is great job by the Orioles after the made bucket to get a transition bucket. Caught the Comets sleeping a little bit.
Free throw ready to come. This is off the left side of the iron. Comets will have the possession.
You know, in the third place game, you know, common wisdom is who has the most seniors. That's going to be the favored team.
Comets will bring it up to the top of the key. Kiefer thought about it, has already hit one. Now 15 on the shot clock. That ball kicked out of bounds. It'll stay over here with 15 to play. Kiefer with that left knee brace. Did tweak it a little bit in the first game. Really, both teams, other than that, have not had any injury issues to worry about here at this tournament. Both playing relatively healthy. We'll see what kind of energy level they have as this game rolls along, though. They both had to exert a lot of energy in the semifinals last night, particularly that Rapid City Christian team. We'll see what they've got left in the tank. There's Frog going around with the right-handed hook, and that's it.
Yeah, we'll probably see that more in effect, JJ, when we get late into the third quarter.
That one pickpocketed, and now off to the races we go to the other end. It's Simon Kiefer trying to get inside. Now the defense from Lennox clamping down. Frog going back in. His shot too strong. Rebounded underneath by Tate Gertis. When Lennox, you can tell, wants to get up court in a hurry, but it's turned into a couple costly turnovers in the opening moments. Nice pass inside. The dime from Simon Kiefer finds Wes Schlabach. And Rapid City Christian now up by 3.
5-star restaurant quality assist there. Nice teamwork by the Comets.
Smith can shoot the 3. He'll try one here. This off the right side of the iron. Rebounded. Simon will bring it up. And there's a few Kiefers on this team, so we will go the first name route every once in a while. There's another one of those Kiefers. Benson around to the left side. Simon Kiefer for 3 is good.
And the timeout's been called by the Orioles. This is a 30-second timeout.
We'll stay here right now with 4:31 left to go. 10-4 the score. A good start from three-point land today for Rapid City Christian.
Yeah, now let's we'll take a look at that last shot there. So the Kiefers, Benson Kiefer and Sully Kiefer, who comes off the bench, they are brothers, and they are cousins to Simon Kiefer and to Lars Kiefer. So you have 3 brothers, Joe, Chris, and Paul Kiefer, all played at Howard back in the 90s, and they're all out now in the Rapid City area, and their children attending Rapid City Christian.
Student section looking good. I think that guy, he might be dressed like a banana with some Las Vegas bodyguards around him over there right now. That's a pretty cool look. It's been awesome to watch the fans, the kids, even the adults getting dressed up, getting into it here over the state tournament. This is a high-profile event, and get to showcase some of that flash, the glitz, the glam inside this building. And boy, these kids have been living up to the hype of Class A boys basketball state championship action.
Yeah, great to see the creativity from the student section here.
Orioles with the possession, trailing right now by 6. Looking for a good possession as they go inside. Hansen couldn't handle that with hands in front of him the whole way, and that'll get us to the media timeout. 10-4 is your score. Rapid City Christian with the advantage early on. We're back with more Class A boys basketball after the break on South Dakota Public Broadcasting.
Dreamer, doer, difference maker. These are just a few things we look for when growing our team at Dakota Bank. Those with empathy and a commitment to doing what's right build their careers with us. If you're about relationships and helping others, Dakota Bank is calling. Will you answer? Go with integrity. Go with teamwork. Go with Dakota Bank.
Back inside the Denny Sanford Premier Center. 10-4 is the score early on. Rapid City Christian with the basketball. Right now, a 7-0 run for the Comets over the last 90 seconds. The Orioles from Lennox now over 2 minutes without any points. Rapid City Christian has been doing a good job of getting inside look opportunities, but it's been the three-point shooting early on that's been hot for them. They're 2 of 5 outside today as that shot gets blocked and rejected. Now Aiden Hansen will bring it up for the Orioles.
Yeah, the Orioles are a team without a true point guard. Normally it's going to be Hansen and Gertis handling those duties.
3:36 left to go in this opening quarter of action. Hansen a little step back, left short. That got tipped out of bounds. It'll stay here with still 17 on the shot clock. Couple fresh bodies in. Lars Kiefer, number 3, will check into the action. And number 15, Sully Kiefer, the 6-foot sophomore, both getting into the first half action here.
Means we've got 4 Kiefers on the floor for the Comets.
Roberts and Schlebach went to the sidelines. This one up and in on the other end for Tegan Musser.
Just went inside, found the mismatch, and posted the man up in the paint.
Nice little blow-by move there, but rejected by Leighton Smith. A good recovery defensively. The Orioles fans are going to appreciate that.
Yeah, Smith's going to check out there. He is headed off to Dakota State to play football.
Orioles 3 of 6 from the field so far today at 50%, but 0 of 2 from three-point land. Comets right now at 36% as a team, 4 of 11. That's a high percentage shot. Missed on that one. Lars Kiefer couldn't get it to go. Katzer, no. His shot attempt was partially blocked. It brought a foul, and he'll go to the line for a pair of free throws.
I think they're going to tag Benson Kiefer, and they will with the foul. Credit Julius Frog, the big man, running down the court to play defense. He affected that shot.
Boston Katzer at the line. First attempt misses for Katzer.
55% on the season. 6'3" senior, averages 8.5 points. Nearly 7 rebounds per contest.
Second attempt. Hangs on the rim for a moment, but it goes, and it's a 3-point game. Pretty good rhythm overall to the start of this contest. It was a little bit up and down early on, but both teams are finding their footing now. As that shot waved off, they're going to call a travel, and it's going the other direction.
Yeah, Orioles came out really wanting to run. And generally on the third day of a tournament, normally you figure most teams want to play half court. Not Lennox. They wanted to get up and down quickly and test the legs of the Comets.
Well, and I think that's a good idea. They saw how things went last night. They knew how much energy this Comets team had to exert against Hamlin in the semifinals. They wanted to get a good idea of what they had in front of them today. And I think they've realized that this is a team that is well equipped to go into a track meet if they need to, even on the third day. So maybe changing it up just a little bit as Gertis gets his own rebound and puts it back in. Over the first 2 days of the tournament, there were only 2 players who had a better percentage as far as shooting than Tate Gertis. It was Zane Messick for Hill City and, of course, Chris Beavers for Clark Willow Lake. But otherwise, Tate Gertis has been one of the top performers at this tournament this weekend.
Yeah, he's also getting a ton of rebounds as well. Just a great all-around basketball player.
2 minutes left to go in the quarter. Look at that. It almost went in. Did a full 360 with that ball starting on his left shoulder and kind of whipped it up with some English trying to get it to go. He'll go to the line for 2. Take a look from down low here. Some creativity underneath. Just couldn't get the finish. Now 2 free throws coming up for Simon Kiefer. First one, nothing but net. 3 fresh bodies checking in for Rapid City Christian. They'll also get 2 new players out there for the Orioles. Katzer will go to the sidelines. Both teams trying to stay fresh out there here in this opening quarter of action.
Yeah, on the third day, you need those bench players at a state tournament.
Kiefer with 1 more free throw attempt still to come. That one's good. This one airtight inside the Denny Sanford Premier Center. 12-9 your score. Just a 1-possession game with a little less than 2 minutes remaining. Handoff. Gertis couldn't handle it cleanly. Now he's double teamed in the low block. Kicks it back outside. 3 on the way. That's good. 3-point bucket. Cole Speiler.
Yep, that's his first points in the tournament. Great play by the junior there, Cole Spieler.
90 seconds left to go. Kiefer inside, bounces it back. That shot rejected from behind. Loose ball on the floor. And they're going to call a travel.
Great effort by Talon Ike there. Try to keep that ball alive. But I think when he moved, he kind of half rolled over. That's when they call the travel.
If he's dribbling when he's doing that, it's not a problem. They keep that whistle in their pocket, but when he's sitting there on the ground just holding it and rolling around like that, that's going to get called for the travel just about every time. Frog driving in, going up strong, tough angle, couldn't get it to go. Here come the Orioles, just over a minute left to play in the opening quarter.
Whoa, look out.
That ball sent to the top of the key, Talon Ike. Now it's a drive in strong. Gertis, he got hit on the top of the head as he came down. A bucket and the foul and a chance at a three-point play the old-fashioned way. And look out, Simon Kiefer might be injured here. He fell down, and you can see at the top of the screen grabbing his left ankle immediately. They're going to try to get him to walk it off. It looks like he's walking a little bit better towards the bench, but he'll go to the sidelines and be evaluated as Benson Kiefer checks back in.
Yeah, and with 59 seconds left, you figure he was probably going to sit down for the rest of the quarter and get the quarter break also to rest up as that free throw is good.
15-12 now the score. Lennox has taken the lead. Orioles have hit each of their last 3 shots from the field. They're on a 6-0 run, putting some pressure on now defensively as well. Kiefer inside, that one with some contact. He hits the ground hard, and we'll have a couple free throws coming up. Boy, Benson Kiefer, 5'10", a senior, leader by example out there, plays hard and aggressive style to his play. Very passionate player out there as well.
Yeah, good sportsmanship there by Tegan Musser to help him back up.
That shot misses. In the spirit of competition, sometimes things can get a little bit heated. Last night, he and Neuendorf got tangled up for a moment. There was dueling technicals there that offset things in that semifinal game, but both players had cooler heads the rest of the way. They were able to regroup and continue to battle, and that's all you can hope for at this level. As you see, again, bodies flying everywhere. Another bit of contact near the rim that time. Some contact on Drake Mickelson's head. He'll go to the free throw line for 2.
And that's going to foul on Julius Frog, his first, and that was a great pass there, and Mickelson almost got the bucket.
Free throw attempts off the backside, missed. He'll have another attempt.
Believe it or not, that is his first free throw attempt of the year.
For 2 this time around with 30 seconds left to go. 3-point game. Comets with a chance perhaps to tie it before we head into our quarter break.
Well, Coach Courtney is signaling 1. Means he wants his team to hold for the final shot.
Kiefer didn't like what Gertis was offering. Go ahead. Resetting now, finds the open shooter inside. A beauty of a pass in the finish for Peyton Glenn, the 6'2" sophomore. Now this one thrown up out of bounds with 1.1 left as it goes out of play, and the Comets might have a chance at one last heave.
Well, we saw one almost go in. We saw one waved off earlier, long distance shot.
Inbound coming, see if they can get it. Kiefer does throw it up. This one off the left side of the backboard, misses. Good offensive battle early on inside the Denny Sanford Premier Center. 15-14 is your score. Lennox with the 1-point lead. We'll get you started with our second quarter after the break on South Dakota Public Broadcasting.
Oh my goodness.
Jackrabbits don't wait to see what the future holds. They build it. At South Dakota State University, the next generation's leaders are preparing to launch. They're focusing on growth, and they're reaching new heights of excellence across vital industries. SDSU is building something greater for South Dakota and the world.
Getting ready for our second quarter in this third place game. Lennox leading Rapid City Christian early on. Getting a look at both student sections as we get back to work. And of course the Hamlin squad, they've got their fans starting to make their way in. They'll be playing in the championship game later on tonight. 60% first quarter there for the Orioles. They went 6 of 10 from the field, 1 of 3 from three-point land, and out-rebounded Rapid City Christian 12-5, but it's just a 1-point game right now. The Orioles go back to work in the interior. Katzer outside, Hansen back to Katzer. Comets closing out the lanes inside right now defensively as Smith drives baseline. He's got nothing. They send it out once more. The three off the mark misses. Just a good defensive set there from the Comets. Three-point opportunity. Right corner is good. Three-point bucket, Aiden Roberts.
Yeah, there was confusion for Lennox on that transition defense, and that left the shooter wide open in the corner.
1 minute gone by here in this second quarter of action. 2-point lead right now for Rapid City Christian. See the coaching staff for Lennox. Orioles not in any rush right now. They're just going through the motions offensively. Found the right shooter. That's a big bucket there, and it gives the Orioles the 1-point lead once more.
Quickly, Frog up court, didn't have anything. Now the three.
Nope. Offensive possession, a quick one there that time for the Comets.
But that's the Comet style. They will put up the ball in a hurry if the opportunity presents itself.
Smith around to the left side, tipped for a moment, loose near the corner, ball still loose. Smith somehow comes away with it for Lennox. Now it's turned over. Comets come away with it on a 2-on-2 fast break. He'll go all the way in and get fouled, and Simon Kiefer's going to the line for 2.
Mad scramble basketball. That kind of pace favors the Comets. Katzer with the foul. Katzer heading up to Northern State to play football. He was the quarterback on that football team that won the championship.
First attempt is good. Simon Kiefer, one of the seniors on this team, a 5'11" guard.
Kiefer, the quarterback for the Comets. He's heading to Jamestown to play football.
Second attempt is good.
Those two guys could be squaring off on the football field sometime down the road.
Orioles going back to work as Hansen tries to send it away, but another turnover. That's been our common theme in this first half. That is now the 11th turnover for the Orioles. 3 on the other side, no, and a whistle down low. This is going the other way.
Yep, foul against the Comets. Schwabach got a second.
He'll go to the sidelines. Checking in for the Comets once again will be Lars Kiefer, the 5'10" junior off the bench. Orioles with 3 turnovers over the last minute. Now another one here. This picked up by Lars Kiefer. He's on a foot race in. Kicks it back out. 3 on the way. No. That ball loose, pinballed around. Loose on the floor again. Now it's going to be picked up. Shot contested. Foul. That's sending Benson Kiefer to the line.
Yeah, but he was just determined he was going to put up a shot there. And that's going to be a foul on Mickelson for Lennox.
Kiefer couldn't get that one to go.
Yeah, 74% on the year, but he's 0 of 3 tonight.
Yesterday, Benson had 13 points while playing 30 minutes, played nearly the length of the game. This is on this one. He was the only player for Rapid City Christian in the loss against Hamlin last night that got into double figures, took 13 shots to get there. Now foul here. This will be on Rapid City Christian. They're going to get it on Lars Kiefer.
That's his first.
Lennox had 2 players in double figures in their loss yesterday against Sioux Falls Christian. 23 points from Tate Gertis, which matches a tournament high for an individual at any game in the quarterfinals, semifinals, or today. They also got 10 from Aiden Hansen. There he is right there. That one went off his foot. Hansen kept it alive. Now it's poked away. Aiden Roberts diving after the ball. It goes out of bounds. And it's going to go the other way. A couple Aidens doing battle right there. Hansen did his best to keep it alive for Lennox. Tough defense from Aiden Roberts. Now the Comets have the basketball up by 1.
12, check that, 13 turnovers against Lennox. 2 for the Comets.
Yesterday, Lennox had 7 total turnovers against Sioux Falls Christian. So this tells you how much they're struggling to take care of the basketball right now. 13 turnovers in the first half, 5 alone in the last 90 seconds. And a bucket on the other end for Simon Kiefer.
Got a little separation. That was all the room he needed.
Simon's got 9 points. 2 of 5 shooting so far today in 10 minutes. And travel. Yep, they're going to get him up in the right wing there, Drake Mickelson. That'll get us to our media timeout. 5 minutes left to go in our first half. Back and forth we go in our third place game. We'll get more exciting Class A.
Every crop farmer focuses on yields and nutrients throughout the season. The agronomy professionals at Agronomy Plus in Mitchell, Rock Creek at Howard, and Valley Station in Armour offer the Agronomy 365 system that measures and matches germplasm, traits, biology, and nutrients to develop your crop management program. We're proud to support our small town communities, hiring and training our local youth. To all the farm families we work with, thank you. Ag done right, the American way.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for all of it. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great. And we're here for all of it. See you at the game.
We are good to go here inside the Denny Sanford Premier Center. 5 minutes left in our first half. It's been a back and forth game, Steve. The numbers really showing how tough it has been for both sides. At times, the defense has been great for the Comets. Their offense has maybe lacked a little bit, and kind of the opposite on the other side for Lennox. There's a tough bucket for Frog. He's worked hard down low all tournament long. Julius Frog, the 6'5 senior, has got the most size of anybody for Rapid City Christian, and they ask him to do an awful lot.
Yeah, and he's uncommitted yet, wants to play basketball at the next level. Standout player, standout athlete.
Three from the right wing. Lennox trying to get some scoring going. Frog the rebound, and here come the Comets.
Yeah, when you're the lone big guy, essentially a 4-guard offense, you got to do a lot of different things. Being a rim protector on defense is the top, because you're out there with a bunch of 5'10 and 5'11 guys. So you know you're going to give up size in a lot of matchups.
We've seen a lot of good post play here throughout the weekend, and they're going to say a travel inside. Simon Kiefer doing everything he could to try to find some positioning there, but picked up that pivot foot right as he went up to the rim. That'll be travel. Under 4 minutes left to go.
Third turnover for the Comets. Orioles have 14. That's really hurt Lennox's cause tonight.
Well, to make matters worse, they haven't scored now in 3 minutes. Smith tries to get something going inside. Not only have they had to deal with some tough defense as a travel's committed here, The Comets are playing lockdown defense, but then some unforced mental errors that are very uncharacteristic. And again, on day 3, you see some of that stuff. Guys are mentally drained, physically drained from how much energy they've had to exert over the first 2 days. It's how you battle through that, how you rise to the occasion that allows certain teams to excel. I think both of these teams trying to figure out on the fly how to make those adjustments right now.
Yeah, because these teams did not face each other during the regular season, have to make adjustments. And really, who has the most legs tonight? And it's going to be just more willpower than everything else. Foul on Lennox.
They're going to call this on Aiden Hansen.
It's his second.
Nobody's picked up a third yet in this game. Schlebach, the only player on the other side with 2 personal fouls. There are 2 players with Lennox now that have picked up 2, and there's another 3-point bucket for Benson Kiefer.
Has second tray of the game.
Hansen quickly to the other end, no. 1 and done, and here we go. Both teams running now. That ball taken away. Katzer's trying to get through a couple defenders, no. He'll go to the line for 2, and you can see the frustration there from Katzer. An emotional player, kind of a lot like in hockey, you have those enforcers, those guys that you know are just going to have to go in there, get bruised, beaten up a little bit. They battle with some of the bigger players. Didn't get his shot to go there, but boy, he wears his emotions on his sleeves. First free throw attempt doesn't go. Coach Kyle Courtney on the other end there for the Comets, looking on with his team right now up by 8. That free throw snaps a 9-0 run for Rapid City Christian over the last 3 minutes and 16 seconds. It also ends a 4-minute scoring drought for the Orioles. Now a 7-point game. Long range 3 off the front side of the iron. Got his own rebound, and now Simon kicks it to the right side. That's Lars Kiefer. They'll reset. Still plenty of time with the shot clock at 28. Benson crossing him over, bouncing it inside. Lars lost the handle, picked up by Smith. That'll be the 5th turnover of the half, and now this one turned over again, the 16th turnover for the Orioles in the first 2 quarters.
That was a great defensive play by Simon Kiefer, and he's alone.
3 on the way, that misses. And now Lars Kiefer getting tangled up, and look out, he and Leighton Smith, they were ready to go at each other there for a moment. Emotions are riding high here inside the Denny Sanford Premier Center. You can see Lars still having to be restrained by family, friends, teammates out there on the floor. You can see both teams are livid right now. Lars can't believe it.
Yeah, they tagged him for the foul.
There was quite a reach in there and a scrum for that basketball. The officials talked it over for a moment, made the call, and now they're trying to get everybody calmed down, and Coach Courtney wants an explanation. He's going to get it over by the sidelines, but yeah, you can see fans a little on edge right now. I think if you're Rapid City Christian, you just got to say, okay, we're going to live to fight another battle. You're up by 7. No need to make this a bigger deal than it is. You're almost to halftime. Let's take a deep breath and get back to basketball.
Yeah, you don't want to get called for a tee and give 3 points and momentum to the side of Lennox.
Oh, and now a pushing foul, so back-to-back whistles here in the span of about 15 seconds. That won't make Coach Courtney much happier.
Aiden Roberts, the foul, his first.
Again, the fans in the stands can get as emotional as they want. That's what they're here to do, but for the players, got to keep a cooler head. The officials are doing a great job of making sure that nothing gets excessive out there right now. Really all tournament long, our Zebras have been fantastic, making sure that these games are handled correctly. We've seen some physical play, we've seen some emotion, but it's never gotten out of control. Sometimes it's more about game management than anything else, and I think the officials here at the Class A's over the weekend have done a great job.
I'll second that.
Second attempt is good. 30-second timeout called on the court with 1:57 left to go. Fans on their feet inside the Denny Sanford Premier Center. It's a 5-point game. Steve, we talk about this all the time. Every year we come to these tournaments and you always wonder on the third day what kind of energy teams are going to have. The consolation championship, sometimes it's teams going through the motions. They don't really have anything to fight for. Same thing on the third place game. We haven't seen that this year, though. All of our games have been high intensity. The players have brought that passion onto the hardwood, and that's all you can really ask for if you're a fan coming to watch these kids play.
Yeah, I mean, it's 3 days of effort. That's what you expect for your team. And think about this for these players here. This is it. This is the end of the basketball season. There's no tomorrow, so you might as well just put it all on the line, you know, and especially for the seniors. This is the last time that these young men will put on their school uniform, and for a lot of them, this is the last competitive basketball game outside of, say, a rec league or church league they're going to play in this kind of atmosphere. Yeah, we got a few guys that are going to go on and play college sports, baseball, football, and basketball for some of these young men, but for, you know, most of these guys, this is it. This is their last chance to play in a game with a competitive environment like this.
Might as well let it all hang out as Frog leaves that one off the right side of the iron, and the door open now for the Orioles as they head down. No field goals for the Orioles, though, over the last 5 minutes. It is one of the longest stretches we've seen for any team at this tournament this weekend. They're trying to right the ship offensively, but somehow have kept this in a 2-possession game.
Yep, they've got some free throws. In fact, the Rapid City Christian has gone a little cold themselves.
Less than 90 seconds remaining as Katzer gets it inside. The turnaround, no, too strong. Offensive rebound. Musser got it to go.
That was the height paying off for Lennox.
3-point game. Just over a minute left to play now in this second quarter. Benson Kiefer lost the handle, trying to put a little hot sauce on that one. Now it's Katzer into the hot front court, getting past a couple defenders with the Euro step. How about that, Boston Katzer?
His first field goal of the night.
That was nifty. It's a 1-point game now, 26-25. Answer on the other end, no. Katzer with the rebound. He took a shot from behind, and the Orioles fans loving it. Boston trying to get his classmates into the action over there in the student section.
Yep, momentum has clearly swung to Lennox's side now.
Boy, the energy in this building has been electric since they opened the doors at 5 o'clock tonight. Championship Saturday, why not? Everybody knows what's at stake. Third place game matters. Got your 3-seed Rapid City Christian against the 5-seed Lennox, duking it out the first time they've seen each other all season long. Meeting at this stage. You see Coach Hinker pacing the sidelines. Second attempt is good. We are tied. 26 all the score. Just under 43 seconds left to go in this first half. Comets will bring it up. Shot clock still on. There's Benson Kiefer. 6 points in the first half. Simon's had the hotter day so far. He's got 9. There he is at the top of the key. Almost had that one ripped out of his hands. Now on the attack, picks up the dribble, sends it into the corner. Kiefer. Sully up and no, didn't get that to go, but he will go to the line for 2. Another foul that will bring up a couple free throws.
Mickelson, the foul, his second.
We've already seen 20 total free throw attempts in this first half. 12 for the Orioles, 8 for the Comets. This will be number 9 and 10 today for Rapid City Christian. That one's good. Sully Kiefer, another attempt coming up, getting his first points. He's played just a couple minutes in this first half today, but a key spot here. 14 seconds left to go in the half. Hits a couple big free throws for the Comets, and it's a 2-point lead. Shot clock off. Now with 10 seconds to go. Katzer wants it in the left wing. He's double teamed. Lobs it down low into traffic. Musser back inside. No, that ball tipped out of bounds. That is how your first half will come to an end. A physical battle between these two teams in our third place game. It's Rapid City Christian leading Lennox 28-26. We're back with more in a moment. We'll get you some stats, some highlights, some awards yet to hand out after the break. Stay tuned.
We aren't meant to be still. And while you determine the direction you'll go, we're just here to help you along the way. So go. Go with experience. Go with teamwork. Go with neighbors. Go with integrity.
People always tell you, I can't believe you're a teacher. I don't know how you do it. I think that education is one of the most important things that you can do for yourself, and the hope of teaching is to make a difference, and I wouldn't want to be doing anything else.
These kids, they are the future. They are the next generation that's going to come up and take jobs. So I think just being there to help support problem solving and kindness, work ethic, I think helps build a better future.
We're back at the Sanford Premier Center in Sioux Falls. Rapid City Christian leading Lennox at the break. Third place game 28-26. Coming up later on tonight, it's Hamlin against Sioux Falls Christian for the title. Now, Sioux Falls Christian, they're wearing special t-shirts this weekend at the state tournament to support second grader Forrest Murphy, who is battling a rare and aggressive form of cancer.
So my little brother Forrest, we have guardianship over him, and so he came out of the foster care system, and then recently, this past February, he was diagnosed with a rare and aggressive form of cancer, which is called rhabdomyosarcoma, and he has stage 2.
It's important for people to know about Forrest and know his story, because he's just a second grade boy who has a lot of energy, who has a lot of spurt. So just a boy like that, it shows you that things can happen to everyone, and if you don't have your firm foundation in the Lord and believe in God, I think it just goes to show you that life can slap you sometimes, and no matter how hard it slaps you, God's always got you.
When he first saw it, he thought it was like the coolest thing ever. Like, he loves playing basketball, and before this he played basketball, so he looks up to all these guys, and like he knows that they're on other varsity teams as well, so it's just really cool for like him to know that people at school are still supporting him even though he can't be there.
I think it just means a lot to a team, because we're here to play for a bigger cause, and I think the community, we're rallying around Forrest, praying for him. We're wearing these shirts just to try to get more and more people to pray for him.
He's doing pretty good, yeah. So far his tumor has shrunk quite a bit, which is really good. There's more on his Caring Bridge website. If you just look up his name, Forrest Murphy, yeah, there's plenty of information there. So the whole thing kind of started just like him being super young. He's only a second grader. So that was just kind of crazy. Like, it's not something you never really expect. And so, yeah, the whole school kind of just came together as a community and rallied around our family. Just praying for him constantly has been really nice.
He still FaceTimes with the teachers, FaceTimes with his classmates, so he's doing good. He still has a lot of energy, but to keep his prayers up and pray for him would be very beneficial for him.
Yeah, you always say like your school's a community, but like this has really shown me that like my school is a community, and it's really tight-knit, and like everyone did rally around us and come and pray for us and just pray for that healing, and it's like it's been shown that it's been working, so that's really cool.
Like to thank Nate Weck and our online crew for putting that story together there. And yes, Forrest, we're praying for you. Keep fighting, buddy. And it also shows a lot more about these young men and women in high school here. They're more than just stats and numbers on a uniform. And if you want to find out about that story and a whole lot more, well, check out our social media content, SDPB Sports. We're on Facebook, X, and Instagram. Right now, we're at halftime of our third place game between Rapid City Christian and Lennox. The Comets up by 2. Back in with more from the State A tournament in a moment. You're watching SDPB.
Bioethanol supplies more than just energy. It creates jobs in rural communities. It drives demand for local corn. It provides opportunities for family farms to thrive. To ensure agriculture plays a leading role in the efforts to decarbonize and transition energy, bioethanol remains at the forefront of a pursuit for a cleaner, brighter future for all Americans. Learn how at sdethanol.com.
Being local means more than being just another small-town business. It means showing up for our member owners when they need us, supporting the organizations that empower the next generation of community leaders and agriculturalists, and providing resources to help ensure the communities we live in are here for generations to come. At Agtegra Cooperative, local isn't just about where our locations are. It's about supporting farmers, empowering employees, and uplifting communities.
Powering the possibilities of tomorrow starts today. For our homes, our farms, our businesses. That's why our Touchstone Energy Cooperative continually plans for the future by utilizing and sourcing safe, reliable power for the next generation. So we can power possibilities long into the future. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, powering possibilities.
We're trying to promote the Descendants of Doom tour. You know, trying to make everybody look kind of metal and, you know.
Menacing, menacing.
The band just got covered by Delta Dental, so they kind of can't stop smiling.
They need to look more metal, and they don't look metal. What do we do?
Pop off a few more, see what we get.
Give me some metal. All right, yeah. 3, 2, 1.
Delta Dental!
Back inside the Denny Sanford Premier Center in a 2-point game at the halftime break. Rapid City Christian with the lead over Lennox. It was an electric first half offensively for both of these teams. Lots of turnovers, though, for Lennox in that first 2 quarters of action, Steve. And you look at the numbers, really pretty balanced when it's all said and done. Both teams got to the free throw line a bunch. Both teams hit a couple 3-pointers, 9 makes from the field. But it's those last 2 down there, rebounds and turnovers, which really can tell you a lot about a basketball game. Right now, that's Lennox leading in the reboundings, but struggling in the turnover game.
Yeah, those were the first 2 numbers that caught my eye when that graphic popped up on the screen there. Lennox, we had figured, being the taller team, that they'd win the rebounding battle, but they have committed 10 more turnovers. And in some ways, I think Lennox has dodged a bullet that there weren't more points off turnovers for the Comets in that first half.
Yeah, they're very fortunate that this wasn't a bigger lead. Lennox struggled a little bit early on in this game, and really both teams at times had stretches where they couldn't make shots, but the threes were falling in this contest, at least over the first 2 quarters for Rapid City Christian. They took 14 threes and nailed 4 of them. On the other side, Lennox took just 6 shots from beyond the arc. They got 2, but Lennox is going to need to find some rhythm from beyond the arc if they want to stay in this game in the second half. Nobody in double figures right now in this game for either team, although Simon Kiefer with 9 points for Rapid City Christian. The leading scorer on the other side, Tate Curtis, he's got 7 today, 3 of 6 shooting. Both players played nearly the entire length of that first half of action.
Yeah, just great action here as we're catching some of the highlights there from the first half. Both teams managed to knock down some threes. Been very physical inside the paint. Again, the Comets, they're not shy about pulling the trigger. That was a nifty move there by Boston Katzer. And, you know, Lennox looked like, you know, for a while they were really, really struggling. Comets were on a roll, but Lennox managed to dig in defensively and, you know, stop committing some of those turnovers. And Rapid City Christian just missed a bunch of shots. You know, they had opportunities, really, the Comets did, to blow this game wide open. But a couple of threes here and there, and this would be a whole different ball game.
A couple scheduling notes. We still have our championship game coming up later on tonight. That'll be number 1 versus number 2, Sioux Falls Christian against Hamlin. That'll get started shortly after the conclusion of this game. Still some major awards to hand out tonight as well, including our Spirit of Sioux, which is one of the greatest individual honors an athlete can get in South Dakota. Our Spirit of 6 for the cheerleading squads will be coming up later on tonight. And of course, we've still got our all-tournament team to announce once this tournament's all wrapped up. So still a lot to be determined here this evening. Buckle up as we get our second half underway in this third place game. And Steve, really, we kind of know what the adjustments need to be. We saw it in the stat lines. They were kind of right in front of us there. But really, what do you see as the biggest needs for each team as they get ready for this second half?
Well, the Comets need to rebound a little bit better. And for the Orioles, it's just take better care of the basketball.
3 right away out of the gates, and that's a great start for Kiefer. Benson has been electric today. Already 3 3-pointers in this game. He's up to 9 points.
Orioles trying to find somebody loose along the baseline.
I really think if you can get the inside game going, get Tate Gertis going as Tegan Musser now will go to the line. That's going to be a big difference. We mentioned Tate Gertis over the first 2 days. One of the top 3 scorers at this tournament, has really been held in check so far.
Yeah, Julius Frog picked up that foul, blocked the first shot, got whistled on the second block attempt. That one ate a whole lot of iron, but bounced out.
Second attempt coming up, 30 seconds into this second half. 31-26 the score. Musser gets it to go. 1 of 2 this trip around.
Several of the Comets have 2 fouls apiece. Keep an eye on that as this third quarter progresses. Third quarter did in Lennox last night against Sioux Falls Christian. Badly outscored in that quarter.
Drive inside, that one no, goes out of bounds. It's going to stay on this end. Benson Kiefer thought he got fouled. He had to be helped up off the ground by Wes Schlebach.
Boy,
no whistle.
Benson and Simon Kiefer have hit the deck, both of those guys, quite a few times tonight.
Shooting percentage now down to 34% for the game for the Comets. Frog. Turn around with the right hand, a little too strong off the backside of the iron. Now here they come. Gertis leading the charge, almost turned it over. Smith spinning up and strong with the right hand.
Nifty play, first points of the night for Leighton Smith. Heard Coach Hinker talk about that. You know, Leighton has to sacrifice a whole lot to help out his teammates, and there he's going to commit a foul.
That's such a tough angle with the defender in front of you, but Schlebach able to get elevated. Kind of went into Superman mode there as he tried to find a way to get that to go in. Reckless abandon, gets to the line for 2.
That was Tate Gertis with the foul. Number 24, Lennox.
Schlebach at the line. This one, nope, that misses. Just his first free throw attempts of the day. Second one, no good. 0 for 2 this time around. He's stuck on 2 points over 12 minutes. Hansen. There he is, Gertis going in. And the key for Lennox offensively all season has really been when the ball goes through his hands, good things happen. They just need him to go electric here in this second half, and that's a nice spin move and a finish. This is a young man taking his team on his back right now. Benson Kiefer just relentless with his pursuit. The first player into double figures today in this game now with 11 points.
Katzer with the foul, his second.
Chance at a three-point play. 0 for 4 at the line today, though. He fixes that. Gets the free throw. He's got 12. 3-point lead. 3 from the right wing. We are tied. Aiden Hansen.
Yep, wide open, took his time. Nice smooth release.
Frog inside, left hand this time. Did get some contact on the way up. No whistle. Smith with the rebound. Yeah, Frog was asking for the foul there. Might have had a case as Boston Katzer basically gets tackled out of bounds. And boy, now he is down, and both teams are checking on him to make sure Boston's okay.
Yeah, I think it was Schwabach who got tangled up with him. Awkward landing there.
I mean, part of that for Benson, they're going to say no shot, I believe. It was contact before. So, but yeah, I mean, Boston was going full speed ahead. I don't know that there was any way to slow him down other than for him to go flying out of play there.
We're going to tag Simon Kiefer for the foul.
Inbound coming. This one from the right corner is good. 3-point bucket for Tate Curtis. And the question right now for the coaches from Rapid City Christian is, was that the correct person they tagged the foul on? It's something they'll have to take a look at. Maybe get corrected here at the under 5 media timeout. But the way it's standing right now, that three's a big one for Lennox. It gives him a 3-point lead. The answer on the other end, no. Aiden Roberts got the rebound. No reset on the shot clock. 3 on the way from the top of the key. No, Simon Kiefer couldn't get it to go.
Yeah, they tagged that foul to Simon Kiefer. It should have gone to Schwabach.
Drive in, that one no. Tipped away, Boston Katzer back outside. Gertis inside. Bucket's good, and the foul.
That one's going to go on Simon Kiefer, and that's listed as his 4th.
I think the officials are taking a look at this, or they're trying to get the attention from it. The scoreboard operators are going to look at it. 5:14 left to go. Now the officials are noticing. They're going to take the timeout to make sure they can ask the officials. It'll be a timeout charged to Rapid City Christian here as they try to figure things out on their end. Their coaches are emphatic that that foul should have been on somebody else. Now they're over there taking a look at everything at the scores table, and they're going to try to get it correct. And it's the alternate over here who noticed it as well, and I think he's been checking with the scoring book, so they'll try to get it right. And again, that's where you credit these officials. They're going to make sure that they do their due diligence, get this one correct so that there's no discrepancies.
Yeah, that foul on that drive where Katzer got knocked out of bounds, that should have been on Schwabach. And they credited it to Simon Kiefer. And then the alternate official here. Now here talking also with the bookkeeper here for the Comets.
Yeah, and they are going to get this one switched. Yep. It'll be Schwabach who gets the foul, so they will avoid getting that 4th one there. All the credit in the world to the officials.
Yep, now that's good teamwork with the officials.
Yep.
Working with the alternate official here with the scorekeepers, you know, to make sure that everything is marked down correctly.
Yep. The alternate officials generally have a pretty easy job. They just sit here and watch the game and make sure that the officials don't lose their spotting on the court. But when they're asked to step up, they always answer the call. And I can't say enough good things about the officials at the tournament this weekend. They've done a great job to make sure that nothing gets lost in the equation here, and they've kept this with order restored throughout the course of what has been a physical battle.
You know, JJ, sometimes we jinx free throw shooters. Let's hope we haven't jinxed the officials here.
This one inside, Frog with lots of contact there as Gertis met him up top. Foul will send Frog to the line. 6'5" senior. 4 points today. His first trip at the free throw line in 19 minutes.
Yep, 70% free throw shooter on the season. Got to clean up some perspiration off the basketball court. And hats off to our tournament workers for the job they've done this weekend. That's been a busy crew, JJ, over the last few weeks.
I tell you what, Paul Seville, when he comes to Sioux Falls, whenever he puts together a tournament, it's one of the best, most well-run tournaments you can find. We've worked with Paul several times over the years. His crew behind the scenes does great work to make sure that the officials are taken care of, the tournament staff are taken care of, that the public broadcasting people are taken care of. Paul Seville's one of the good guys. He's been around a long time, officiating, helping out young athletes develop their game in basketball. He brought his crew over from the Sanford Pentagon, and they've been running the scorers table here all weekend as well, and they are one of the best in the country. This one, left wing, the three, no good from Boston Katzer as it got tipped out of bounds. It'll stay on this end of the floor, but we are going to take a timeout. 40-35, your score, a 5-point game. Back with more from our third place battle. It's all back after this on South Dakota Public Broadcasting.
You're committed to building relationships, to exceeding expectations, to serving your community. Your financial partner should share your vision and your values. For 130 years, we've stood by South Dakotans. We've been there, we'll be there. Convenient, connected, committed. Bank West, member FDIC.
Jackrabbits don't wait to see what the future holds. They build it. At South Dakota State University, the next generation's leaders are preparing to launch. They're focusing on growth, and they're reaching new heights of excellence across vital industries. SDSU is building something greater for South Dakota and the world.
Back inside the Denny Sanford Premier Center in a 5-point game. 4:47 left to go in our third quarter of action. Orioles are coming on strong offensively. They've hit 5 of their last 7 shots and have got the basketball here as they get back to work. Lennox shooting 63% since the intermission. Smith driving in strong, no. Gertis had that ripped out of his hands. Now Katzer loses the handle. We're going the other way. It's Benson Kiefer all the way, coast to coast for the left-handed finish.
He is so dynamic in the fast break.
4:20 left to go in this third quarter. 3-point game. Rapid City Christian still trailing. 3 from the top and plenty of contact on the way up. It'll send Aiden Hansen to the line with 3 free throws on the way.
Aiden Roberts with the foul, and the cardinal rule, you don't foul the jump shooter beyond the arc.
First one's good. Lennox today as a team at the free throw line. 9 of 16. Right about 55%. Second one misses. Lars Kiefer going to the sidelines for a moment. This one good. 2 for 3 this trip around for Aiden Hansen. He's up to 8 points on the day. He's played 14 minutes out there so far. Lennox, the 42-37 lead, make it a little bit tighter with that bucket there. A nice answer from Simon Kiefer.
Yeah, nice play there. Drew the defense in. Got the mid-range jumper along the baseline. Lost start of the mid-range jumper.
Gertis, Hansen. Now Musser. Katzer and now Smith. All 5 of the Orioles have touched it. Down to 12 on the shot clock. Gertis caught in some trouble there. There's Hansen inside. Musser tried to grab that one. It's loose. Comets tried to get the ball back. Shot clock never reset. They got it away, and it's an offensive foul. Going the other way as Tate Gertis tried to beat the shot clock. Instead, he'll pick up the personal.
Great job by the Comets to hold their ground defensively. Their third foul on Gertis.
.324 left to go in this third quarter. 42-39 the score. 1 possession game.
Orioles have been man-to-man pretty much the whole contest.
Comets are 36% from the field for the game. They're 44% in this third quarter. Look out. That was Schwebach and Kiefer colliding as they went out of bounds trying to save that basketball. Luckily, nobody got hurt there. The Orioles basketball, though, with 3:08 left to go in the third quarter.
Opportunity.
Yeah, Schlebach went for the steal, didn't get it. Now Katzer's pass goes out of bounds. Tipped away with 30 on the shot clock. It'll stay here.
Yeah, Katzer recognized that right away and got the ball up court. He had a 5-on-4, but good defense by the Comets. Allows them to reset defensively.
Talon Ike will inbound it after the official cleans up the basketball. That one went into the first row there and might have gotten a little Coca-Cola on it. They get back to work as that ball got tipped. Katzer recovers. Under 3 to play. Stolen away, Schlebach. Boy, it seems like anytime he's near that basketball, he's got a paw or two on it. Comes up with the steal here. Now drive inside. That's rejected. A foul, though. Will send him to the line. Drake Mickelson will pick up the harm. And that will send number 10, Simon Kiefer, to the line for a pair of free throws.
Third foul on Mickelson. He's going to look at that play again. That's the 15th foul, by the way, also on Lennox.
Simon Kiefer, 4 for 4 at the line today. Oh. Broadcaster's jinx is alive and well.
Yep.
Still a three-point game. He's had a good day today. 11 points. Maybe struggled from 3 just a little bit. 1 of 9 from distance, but he's found a way to keep his team in this one. Added in 4 rebounds, 2 assists, a pair of steals. Played 20 minutes out there tonight. 1 of 2 this trip around makes it a 2-point game. Lennox with the 2-point advantage and the basketball. Boston Katzer with 2:25 left to go, driving in. Left-handed dribble, the extra pass, down low, Musser, no. Kiefer the rebound. Here come the Comets. Chance to tie or take the lead with this possession. Benson Kiefer up amongst the trees, no. Fighting for the rebound after the miss. Musser comes down with it. Now Gertis into the front court. Swerving inside the lane. He'll try to go coast to coast and does. And a chance at a 3-point play the old-fashioned way.
That was just coast-to-coast effort. And that will be the 4th foul on Simon Kiefer.
Gertis will go to the line with his 17 points on the day. He's flirting with a double-double. He's got 8 rebounds to go along with it. Make it 18 points. Again, came into this final day of the tournament 3rd amongst the pack individually in points. He's putting together another solid effort today. Number 24 in white for the Lennox Orioles has built this now to a 5-point lead. Ooh, bodies flying though. Frog hit the ground hard. That shot missed. Offensive rebound though. The putback is good for Aiden Roberts.
Yep, so many bodies hit the floor. The lane was wide open.
3-point game again. Orioles over 50% for the game now offensively. They have had a great second half on the floor, shooting almost 55%. Gertis, nice little crossover, goes up, uses the left hand, and a blocking foul at the end of it. This will be on Schlebach. That'll be his 4th personal foul. Now Rapid City Christian in a tough spot here before we even get to the 4th quarter, with both Kiefer and Schlebach dealing with foul trouble.
Now here comes Lars Kiefer into the game.
Kiefer will go to the sidelines as Kiefer checks in. That's Lars replacing Schlebach as he goes to the sidelines.
Yep, Schlebach heading off to Seward, Nebraska to play football for Concordia next year.
Another substitution. Checking out is Gertis. He'll get a quick breather with 1:21 left to go. He's had a good day today, now up to 20 points. Has a chance to maybe set a new high water mark at this tournament as far as individual performances in a single game. This tournament has had some good individual efforts over the first 2.5 days. Now they're going to call a foul, plenty of contact. This is going to be on the Orioles. It's going to go against Mickelson. He was fighting for positioning against Frog, and Frog's going to go to the line for 2.
4th foul on Drake Mickelson.
This will be the 38th and 39th free throw attempts of the game combined between these two teams today. Both have gotten to the line a whole lot. Frog hits that one. He's up to 6 points. See Coach Courtney on the sideline there for a moment. Watching as his senior puts one more up and in. 8 points now on the day for Frog. And that's a 5-second runoff. Orioles couldn't get it in. They're going to say they got the timeout just before, though. Boy, we will step aside. 48-44 is your score. We will be back right after this on South Dakota Public Broadcasting.
Lake Area Technical College provides hands-on learning and practical experience in real-world environments. Prepare for a career right out of school from the moment you step on campus for an education that can really be put to work. Lake Area Tech is the start of something new.
Our Peterson Farm seed reps real-life seed heroes. Well, they've been known to go the extra mile, literally thousands of extra miles every year. And when they're not driving gravel roads, they're out walking fields and sampling soil. When time is the enemy, they're there to save what's left of the day. Are all Peterson Farm seed reps seed heroes? I guess that's a yes. Peterson Farm Seed. We're that kind of seed company.
Back to action on the Denny Sanford Premier Center hardwood as we go into the final moments of this third place game. Third quarter action as Katzer passes it inside. Now back outside. They'll slow it up with 12 on the shot clock, and Boston Katzer smartly resets the offense. We ran into a defender there, and yet another foul to send Katzer to the line for two.
And for Roberts, that's his third foul.
Fouls are starting to become an issue here for Rapid City Christian. Third player to pick up a fourth personal. On the other side, Lennox has one. Mickelson, he's got 4. Roberts will go to the sidelines with his 5 points in 21 minutes. Shot clock turned off the rest of the way with 34 seconds left to go. That misses. All right, Comets down by 4 here. A chance to make it a one-possession game as they close out this third quarter, looking to perhaps take the final shot. They're going to get some man-to-man pressure. Driving inside, Sully Kiefer, and a foul. That'll send him to the line for 2. Again, both teams over the bonus right now, so free throws the rest of the way at the end of this quarter.
Cole Spieler gets the foul, his first.
Second attempt coming up. This is the highest scoring quarter of this contest. Lennox with 22 points out of the halftime break. 16 for Rapid City Christian as this one misses. Second attempt coming up. Free throw up and in. You get a look at the Rapid City Christian cheer team, keeping their student section engaged in this one. How could you not be? It's a 3-point game right now into the final 10 seconds of this third quarter. Orioles will try to answer and stretch it out a bit further as Katzer tries to pass it away. That one's stolen. The heave off the mark, and that sends us to quarter number 4. 3 exciting quarters in the books in our third place game. It's a 3-point game as we go to the 4th, and we'll be back with more right after the break.
From our humble roots in Ethan, South Dakota, Muth Electric has grown into a regional electrical and technical service provider. With 9 locations and serving customers throughout the Midwest, our team is growing and always looking for more people to join us. We encourage one another, remembering where we came from with a clear understanding of where our customers want to go. For over 50 years, we've been honoring our history while building a brighter future. Muth Electric, building a brighter future since 1970.
There is a new world out there, revealing itself in unpredictable ways. A world that demands more from the land and those who grow, farm, and build on it. This new world calls for the ingenuity to get more out of it, while preserving as much as we can. After all, to stay ahead of tomorrow, we need to be equipped for it today.
Dakota Plains New Holland dealers proudly support high school athletics.
Three-point game as we go into the fourth quarter of action. 8 minutes back on the big board, coming down to the wire and deciding the winner of this third-place game. Steve, what did you see in that third quarter?
A lot of fouls. Yeah. This may turn into a game of attrition. Who can stay out of foul trouble here in the fourth quarter? Who has the deeper bench? That may determine the winner of this contest.
Yeah, there were 14 total fouls called in the third quarter alone. We've now had 43 free throw attempts in this game. Rebounded by the Comets off the miss. Benson Kiefer will bring it up. He'll go on the attack with the left-handed dribble inside. Too strong with the layup attempt. Aiden Hansen brings it out and on the race to the other end. This one floated from 8 feet out. No. Push from behind on the rebound attempt will send us the other way. It'll be Gertis picking up the personal foul. Now he's got 4. He's the second Lennox player to reach the limit.
That is a huge, huge foul. Orioles had numbers in transition. It was a good shot selection by Hansen. Just a little off the mark, though.
Gertis flirting with a double-double right now. 21 points, 8 rebounds. They cannot afford to lose him. Frog off the mark. Now a foul. It's going the other way. Sully Kiefer is trying to tangle up down low with Gertis and see if they couldn't force the issue and get him fouled out. Instead, it's going to go against the Comets, and for Sully, that's his first.
I noticed Benson Kiefer was really hot under the collar after that last display, talking to his teammates. I think he did not like the shot selection there. I think he and Frog may have been on different pages of the playbook.
We saw his energy and emotion yesterday. One of the more passionate players we've seen on the floor. The battle he had with Neuendorf last night was one of the better that we've seen at this tournament. And now foul here as both teams fight for rebounding on both ends. Aiden Hansen, I believe, has this foul. He does. It's his third.
And that's quick 2-team fouls against Lennox. Could come down to a free throw shooting contest. Orioles as a team 64%. Comets as a team 68%.
And both teams well below that today. Rapid City Christian at 57% in this game at the free throw line. The Orioles 55%.
Not surprised. Third day of a tournament. Tired legs out there.
Stop and pop from the top of the key. That one off the mark. And again, maybe not the most high percentage shot in this situation. Down by 3. A travel gets called, and it's going to stick with the Comets. Briefly was in the hands of Leighton Smith, and he got called for the violation. So now you see underneath Benson Kiefer looking to the sidelines as he gets ready to trigger this from the baseline. Fresh 35 on the shot clock. Quick inbound. There's off the glass and in Julius Frog.
Gives him 9 on the night. That time he and Kiefer on the same page.
Gertis is going to try to go coast to coast. Did they say he double dribbled? Yes, he did. He tried to get away through it while going through traffic there, but used both hands near the free throw line. And both teams a little out of sorts here the last couple minutes.
Yeah, and there was a wicked screen set near half court that wiped out Sully Kiefer. But they played on. Good no call. Let them play.
Biggest stat of the day, turnovers. Julius Frog goes in again. That time, tough angle. Couldn't get it to go. Aiden Hansen will slow it up. Now he's in a tough spot. And a timeout immediately called. That's a good timeout there from Jacob Hinker. He had to bail out his player who was in a danger zone. He'll survive, and the Orioles will have the basketball 48-47 here with just over 6 minutes left.
Yeah, full timeout here called by Lennox to save the possession. We mentioned some of these athletes competing at the next level. Simon Kiefer heading off to Jamestown to play football. Aiden Roberts committed to Garden City Community College to play baseball. Wes Schlabach, he's going to Concordia, Nebraska to play football. Jaden Moreno, one of the reserves for the Comets, he's heading off to Mount Marty to play baseball. And of course, Leighton Smith committed to Dakota State for football. And Boston Katzer, he's going to Northern State also for football. Plus, some of these other athletes on the team want to play at the next level. They have not decided which college or university to go with, but quite a few of these young men you're going to see at the next level in various sports.
Turnovers and fouls, that's what this game's going to come down to tonight. Fouls are a problem here for Rapid City Christian. They've got 3 players, all significant contributors in foul trouble with 4 personals. Just read right down the list here. Number 10, Simon Kiefer. He's got 4 personals with 12 points today. Aiden Roberts, 5 points with 4 fouls. And Schlabach, who's been a defensive monster out there over 15 minutes. He's just 1 of 5 from the field, but he's also got 4 personal fouls right now. On the other side for Lennox, they've got Aiden Hansen with 3 personal fouls. He's got 8 points today. Gertis with his 21, he's got 4. And Mickelson, who's played some tough minutes off the bench, he's got 4 personal fouls in 13 minutes.
Yeah, Mickelson set another big screen there.
Gertis got tripped up. Wasn't a lot of contact, but he did trip over the defender's feet, and they're going to call the foul here on Sully Kiefer. That'll be his second. Turnovers is the other stat we were talking about there, though, Steve. Just 6 turnovers today for Rapid City Christian. They've actually taken really good care of the basketball. The Orioles, though, very fortunate to have the lead right now in a 1-point game. They've turned the ball over 22 times, most of that in the first half.
And there's Lars Kiefer picking up his 3rd foul, and that's the 3rd team foul. Boy, we got a long way to go, JJ. I think we're going to have a free throw shooting contest when all's said and done.
They couldn't wait any longer. Simon Kiefer will check back into the game. Wes Schlabach will check back in, both with 2 personal fouls. Lars will go to the sideline. With 5:50 left to go, the Orioles now 1-point lead, trying to see how they can approach things, but they've got a couple guys that they could attack to try to get out of this game.
Man-to-man for the Comets.
Gertis outside, guarded by Schlabach there. That's a battle to keep an eye on near the bottom of your screen. 3 from the top of the key, rattles in and out. Schlabach the rebound. Check that, actually was Sully Kiefer with the rebound. Now into the front court. This one off the rim, no. Frog the rebound. He got fouled on the putback attempt. Julius Frog will go to the line for 2. He has played 27 minutes today out there. He has helped his team out in a variety of ways. These free throws coming up will be big, but that's big news right there. Drake Mickelson, his day is done. No points in this 3rd place game. 14 minutes of action, but will foul out. He's the first to exit early here tonight.
Yeah, young man off the bench, 0-2 at the free throw line tonight, and played some tough defense, but just was collecting fouls out there. And now his day is done.
Sometimes that's your job, right? You go out there knowing you're going to have to just kind of muddy up the lane, create some havoc, be that defender. Julius Frog has done that kind of effort over the course of his career. He's also been a scoring contributor when needed. He's got 10 points today. Second attempt is good.
I got to say, Mickelson set some pretty wicked screens out there tonight.
Frog now 5 of 6 at the free throw line with 11 points in 27 minutes. He's allowed Rapid City Christian to retake the lead, 49-48. It is still an airtight game with just over 5 minutes remaining. Smith around to the left side. Boston Katzer, we haven't seen a whole lot from him in the second half, stuck on 5 points. Now some contact in the corner. That's going to be called on Benson Kiefer. That's his second.
But that's the 4th team foul on the Comets.
Orioles have 3 team fouls, so they've got 1 more to give before they get to the bonus. The next one on the Comets will send them to the line. We'll be seeing a lot of free throws as Katzer can't get it to go. Smith the offensive rebound, lost the handle as he drove inside, and a turnover.
That was Sully Kiefer who took it away.
23rd turnover of the day for the Orioles. Now the Comets a chance to extend this lead with a 1-point advantage. Benson inside strong, no, but he will go to the line for 2. We'll have free throws coming up when we come back. It's a 1-point game getting late in our third place contest. We're back with more after this on South Dakota Public Broadcasting.
Being local means more than being just another small-town business. It means showing up for our member owners when they need us, supporting the organizations that empower the next generation of community leaders and agriculturalists, and providing resources to help ensure the communities we live in are here for generations to come. At Agtegra Cooperative, local isn't just about where our locations are. It's about supporting farmers, empowering employees, and uplifting communities.
From real-world training to real-world success, Southeast Technical College offers over 65 pathways to a new career. We're committed to your success, providing the tools and education for a brighter future. Get your degree, get to work at Southeast Technical College.
Maybe it starts early, and along the way, it becomes a calling. So when you start your career as a nurse, find a place to belong. Find it at Avera.
Back inside the Denny Sanford Premier Center, the Banana Man is in approval of how things have gone tonight. His Comets right now with a 1-point lead over the Orioles. Just under 5 minutes left to go in our third place game. We might be seeing some last-second shots. We might be seeing a lot of free throws the rest of the way. Haven't seen any of those dreaded overtime games, though, at this tournament yet. Both teams hoping to avoid that. Again, they had just epic battles yesterday, had to exert a lot of energy over the course of the night in the semifinals. They've brought that same level of energy, though, today. And, Steve, I think whoever can survive the next 4.5 minutes, keeping that energy level up, has a real shot to win this game. Christian now with the 2-point advantage. They're in the driver's seat, but it's Lennox with the ball.
Yeah, I think we may see a few more timeouts being called, if anything, just to give these players some rest, because you're seeing free throws missed short, jump shots being missed short. You know, the energy levels at critical. It's just willpower right now. Who wants it more?
Down to the final 5 seconds on the shot clock. Doesn't matter. Boston Cats are leaving the hand up for good measure. Gives Lennox the 1-point lead with under 4 minutes to go.
Well, both teams like to switch a lot in their man-to-man defense because they have versatility at so many positions.
Frog outside. Inside. That one, no, doesn't go. Gertis got the rebound for the Orioles. And boy, Sully Kiefer's going to have to be careful. That was dangerously close to being a foul. Now that one right through the hands of Leighton Smith and another turnover. 3 from the top of the key on the way. Yes, sir. Simon Kiefer.
Remember, Kiefer got a big time to rest on the bench, JJ, because of the foul trouble. Now he's got fresh legs.
He's still out there with 4 personals, but that's one of the biggest shots of his night. He was 1 of 9 from three-point land before that one. Now up to 15 points, tied for the team lead. Aiden Hansen outside. Katzer wants another. Oh, and he got it stuffed right between the backboard and the rim. The old stufferoonie. Don't see that very often on a three-point shot. Usually it's something a little more close range, but that thing just got nudged right in there.
I think it's the second time that's happened this weekend.
Yeah.
I think we had it happen one time last weekend at Girls A, if I remember right.
March Madness, right? You never know what you're going to see. 2-point game. Frog fighting for the loose ball, somehow comes away with it. That one high off the glass. Julius Frog is up to 13.
Nice play by Julius Frog to stay with it.
He's played almost 30 minutes today. Aiden Hansen can't get it to go. Frog another rebound. Boy, there have been at least 3 or 4 rebounds. Haven't been credited to Frog here today that he's gotten. He's still stuck on 2 rebounds. What a drive inside there and contact as he came down. Benson Kiefer wanted the foul. His teammates wanted the foul. It's going to go the other way, though. He's going to pick up the personal. Benson picks up his 3rd.
Yep, he was a little out of control. Defender had position.
His head coach, Kyle Courtney, looking right at number 12, saying, hey, we need you, buddy. Stay in it mentally.
Yep, and we're shooting free throws the rest of the way. Both squads.
4-point game. Lennox has had a good shooting second half, but this fourth quarter has gone Rapid City Christian's way. 3 for Smith, too strong. That'll go out of bounds, go in the other direction.
It's not panic time if you're Lennox. Just got to dig in, play some defense. And not panic. It's only a 4-point advantage for the Comets. Still a lot of time left, almost 2 minutes.
Sully Kiefer will go to the sidelines to a round of applause from the Rapid City Christian fans. They've seen plenty of effort from him tonight. Aiden Roberts will replace him. And now Benson Kiefer bringing it up. Simon Kiefer on the attack for a moment. Frog around to the left side, back to Benson. He'll take his move to the free throw line. Ball into the corner. Roberts, the handoff. The drive for Kiefer, it hangs on the rim, takes 3 hard bounces and goes through. 6-point lead for the Comets.
And they worked that shot clock down to 10 before they fired up the shot. And now a timeout by Lennox.
Take a look at that shot there on the rim. It hung and looked like it might just freeze, like you're pausing on your TV, but boy, that thing finally went through. Right now, all the momentum is swung back Rapid City Christian's way. They've hit their last 3 shots. They're on a 7-0 run over the last 2 minutes. And now the Orioles on a near 3-minute scoring drought.
Yeah, it's not panic time. You don't need to start launching threes. If you're Lennox, you want to have a good quality possession, but you don't want to take, say, more than 20 seconds off the shot clock before you put it up.
While we've got a quick moment, we want to remind you that In Play with Craig Maddock features in-depth discussions about all things sports in South Dakota. Through these conversations, we can learn about the players, programs, and legends who've helped shape the current sports landscape of the Mount Rushmore State. Find this podcast on Apple, Google, Spotify, and wherever you can get your podcasts. Be sure to leave a 5-star review so that others are able to find it. That's In Play with Craig Maddock. Listen now wherever you can get your podcasts.
Critical for the Comets. They've got to hit their free throws. You know that the Orioles are going to foul to try to get the ball back. Got to be solid at the free throw line.
Orioles are 44% from the field today, 38% in the second half. They've hit 3 of their 9 3-point attempts since the intermission. Gotta figure they're gonna have to hit at least 1 down the stretch here. Just over a minute remaining. Musser hard inside, puts it up and in. That's a hard-earned bucket there now in a 4-point game.
Don't necessarily have to start fouling yet if you're Lennox.
9 points for Musser. He's had it in 4 rebounds in 25 minutes. Drive in. Now they'll bring it back out. Under a minute to go. Roberts with it at the top of the key, guarded by Hansen. Hansen trying to reach in and steal it. Just before that, though, a timeout called by Kyle Courtney and the Rapid City Christian sidelines. They want to talk things over here. So we get down to the final 45 seconds. 4-point game. Looking at the numbers in this second half, we mentioned the shooting numbers for Lennox. They're now 9 of 22 at 41%. Rapid City Christian 9 of 23 at 39%. Only 1 more shot, the difference between these 2 teams since the halftime break. Lennox has been the better offense throughout the majority of the day today. As it stands right now, Rapid City Christian leading where it matters most. They've made 15 of 25 free throws today, Steve, which gets them at 60%. The Orioles, 12 of 22. That's literally the difference in this game right now. 3 more points at the free throw line and 1 more made 3-pointer for Rapid City Christian has allowed them to build this lead up to 4 points. Now it's anybody's game the rest of the way.
And remember last night, Rapid City Christian scored 3 total points in the 4th quarter. Seemed like they ran out of gas. They're in better shape tonight, but they still got to execute on this inbounds play. you kind of wonder, do you play it safe and go for something near midcourt, or do you take a gamble and try to do a quick strike play and get a quick basket?
You mentioned the Comets only scored 3 points last night. They've returned the favor tonight. They have held their opponent to just 5 points in the fourth quarter. Trying to finish strong here with the shot clock down to 8. Kiefer stopping, popping, right wing three, no. 2 players go down. Both Comets kind of knocking each other over there. Now Hansen has to get it across the line. He does with Smith driving in, contact, blocking foul. The bucket is good and a chance at a 3-point play.
Yep, he was moving, I think.
I think that's on Simon Kiefer, and he has fouled out. 17 points for Simon Kiefer tonight. The senior will walk off the floor right now in a 2-point game with 26 seconds left. He'll have to watch as his teammates continue to battle on, and now Sully Kiefer will replace him.
2 timeouts left for the Comets, 1 timeout left for Lennox. Now we're going to sub some defense for offense here.
That's the top scorer fouling out here today for Rapid City Christian. 5 of 15 from the field, 2 of 10 from three-point land, 5 rebounds, 17 points. And now Smith, his first free throw attempts of this contest. Misses. Rebounded on the play by Benson Kiefer, and a quick foul will send us to the other end of the floor. That'll be Boston Katzer picking up his 3rd personal. The Orioles trying to sub in some offense for defense to avoid foul issues here. They will be making a change after the first free throw attempt. This one's the big one.
On the season, Benson Kiefer, 74%.
This is the first.
He has really struggled at the line today.
He can still put the pressure on, though, as he gets to the line. If he hits this one, it would be a 3-point game. The Orioles would have some decisions to make on the other end now. If he misses, Rapid City Christian's going to have to play some good defense down the stretch. This is a big free throw, and it's good. Timeout called by the Comets. They want to talk things over. It'll be a full timeout. 3-point lead for Rapid City Christian. The Orioles will have the possession with 23.8 left to go. That means the shot clock turned off. Both teams have had a player foul out of this game. Both players have 2 more players that are in danger of fouling out of this game. If you're Lennox, obviously the hot hand today has been Gertis, but he's not necessarily a 3-point shooter. Just 1 of 2 from the distance today. 8 of 11 from the field overall. 4 for 4 at the free throw lines. He could go quick, get him inside, hope he gets fouled, and try for a 3-point play. Or do you go for the long distance bucket and see if you can make it dramatic?
Yeah, a couple of ways to attack it here. If you're Lennox, you can go for maybe the quick 2 right away. Then you'll try to stretch out the game via the foul game. Or you just play for that last dramatic shot, the 3-pointer, to try to send it to overtime. Now for the Comets, do you foul right away? Take the option away from Lennox. Or do you trust your defense and say, hey guys, go out there, lock down for 23.8 seconds?
The old school thought is obviously to foul right away. You want to put him at the line, only give him 2 chances, and then you make them make some decisions. We'll see what the Comets elect to do here. Smith will be the trigger man. He'll have the entire baseline to work with, so he can run up and down that baseline as he tries to inbound the basketball. See what he elects to do. He'll get it in quickly. Clock is rolling. It'll be Gertis to bring it up. No fouls yet. Smith around Katzer to the left side. Now it's Musser touching it. He'll hand it off to Hansen. Gertis. Now a foul, or no, a timeout called instead. The Orioles will call the timeout with just under 12 seconds remaining. They didn't like what they saw from the Comets defensively. Coach Hinker wants to regroup and get everybody lined up now with just under 12 seconds to play. I think it's the same game plan, right?
Yeah.
You go right back to where you were. You maybe just draw up a different angle to get the shot if you're Lennox. I really am surprised, though, the Comets don't foul there, and they may elect to do that now that the Orioles have shown their cards. But this is going to be an interesting final 11.7.
Yeah, now what kind of play does Lennox have cooked up as far as an inbounds play? Can they free up a shooter from beyond the arc? A double screen somewhere, try to get somebody either at the top of the key or in the corner to fire that 3-pointer. or do you try to, and again, if you're the Comets, do you foul? Take the ball out of their hands, send them to the free throw line to try to, maybe stretch this game out. Because you don't have a foul to give. We're in the double bonus for both squads. So let's see how the Comets deploy. Either way, the Comets, if they don't foul, you have to jealously guard that three-point arc. And remember, it's not the second line out there. It's the line inside that shaded area. That's the three-point for high school.
Boston Katzer will trigger it from the sideline. Gertis and Hansen at the top of the key. Smith and Musser down low. There's Musser finding Hansen, left wing. He'll launch that one off the front side of the iron. Rebounded by the Comets. And now holding it like a running back in football. Getting ready to go to the other end of the floor is Benson Kiefer, one of the biggest rebounds of the season there. This one's not over quite yet. He's still got to hit the free throws with 5.2 left. Lennox, they've just had Hansen foul out of this game. He's got 8 points, 4 rebounds today, fouling out in, 23 minutes of action. And now Talon Ike will check in to replace him.
Yeah, Aiden Hansen's had a good tournament for Lennox. And that young man, Aiden Hansen, just a sophomore.
This free throw makes it a 4-point lead. If he hits one more, that all but ices it.
A couple of seniors coming to the scorer's table now for the Comets. We'll bring out Aiden Roberts, the senior, and also number 15, Sully Kiefer, the sophomore. So they're just going to abandon the lane. They're going to come down there and just guard the front court.
Again, if he misses this one, there is that rare chance where a 3 could go in and a foul could be acquired, and you could still tie this game. If he makes it here, though, and he does, pretty much seals the deal.
If I'm the Comets, I don't get anywhere near a Lennox player.
Gertis gets it, left for 3. He hits it, and that will wrap this one up. A 2-point thriller in our third-place game, and our 3 seed, Rapid City Christian, will upset, get the win, I should say, here on this third-place game over number 5 Lennox, 60-58. Both teams will exchange handshakes in this one. What a wild one. A lot of fouls called in this game over the course of 4 quarters. We had, 52 free throw attempts in this game. 23 turnovers for the Orioles when it's all said and done. Just an awesome battle between these two Class A opponents.
Yep, they weren't playing out the string here today. This was a hard-fought, competitive basketball game, and congratulations to the Comets. They got 5 seniors in their starting lineup, and they're going to send them all out with a W here. And that's one of the nice things about this state tournament, the way it's organized. 4 sets of seniors get to walk off that court for the last time, with a win. It's a final thing, and now the teams are going to gather at center court for a moment of prayer here. So we'll hold things up here, but again, a great effort by both Lennox and Rapid City Christian on the evening.
Leading scorer in this one today for Lennox with 24 points, which is now a new individual high for the weekend here at the tournament, was number 24, Tate Curtis, the 6'3" junior. He finished 9 of 12 from the field today with 9 rebounds. Hit that 3 right at the end for Lennox to get it closer. But the Orioles will come up empty on this one here today. For Rapid City Christian, their top scorer was number 12 today, and no mistake about it, Benson Kiefer, the leader out there on the floor, 18 points, 5 of 14 from the field, played all but 1 minute in this game here today. We'll go into the numbers a little bit deeper in just a few minutes. As you can see, we are ready to hand out some hardware on the court. We will send it over now to our public address announcer for more on that, Mr. Greg Thompson.
Good evening. We'd like to present the awards to the teams that played for 3rd and 4th place. What a great game. Let's give these boys a hand. To present the awards from the South Dakota High School Activities Association Board of Directors, Marty Weissmantel, Dr. Jeff Danielson, Adam Shaw. From Sanford Health, Dwight Walker. From Dakota Bank, John Williams. From South Dakota National Guard, Major Whitney Brunsma, Deputy Commander. And from First Premier, Dave Rosenboom. First, for the 4th place finishers, the Orioles of Lennox. Please come forward to accept your awards. Number 1, Leighton Smith. Number 3, Jackson Bittner. Number 4, Boston Katzer. Number 5, Cade Sherrard. Number 13, Aiden Hansen. Number 14, Talon Ike. Number 15, Cole Spieler. Number 20, Drake Mickelson. Number 23, Chase Lundquist. Number 24, Tate Gertis. Number 25, Tegan Musser. Number 30, Brennan Jupper. Number 33, Eli Plank. Number 35, Jevin Luppers. Griffin Boomgarden. Eli Hynum. Elijah Johnson. Wyatt Holland. Managers, Carter Beringer. Manager, Griffin Ike. Manager, Andrew Lundquist. Assistant coach, Trey Manitz. Assistant coach, Kyle Johnston.